right? Eightfold path is there of Buddha. Buddha has given us the eightfold path, right views, right speech, right intentions, right desires, right way of living, right way of concentration, attention, right way of meditation. All these 8 points have been Ashtanga Marga given by Buddha to help you to choose right desires, to choose right intentions, so that the consequences will be right. This is where Buddha comes with Baba, and that's what we are all following. Buddha's four noble truths and the eightfold path gives the whole map, road map for every person. So what kind of things do you have to manifest? How can you manifest? And what are the consequences? Everything has been mapped out by Buddha to the best of its abilities. So what is the eightfold path? Right views, samma ditti, and right decisions, samma sankalpo, right action, samma kamma. So my dear friends, Buddha has given us everything, the road map of the consequences and how to avert unwanted consequences. Buddha's eightfold path is the answer for your question.
Well, happy morning, friends. Great afternoon and a wonderful evening. So welcome to day 20 of our 40 days meditation journey. Only 6 of you are on the screen. How about seeing some more? Wonderful. Great. I can see 10. Super. 15. Good. So anyway, we decided to spend our time here, right, for next 60 to 90 minutes or 90 to 120 minutes. So let's be there all. Let's see each other and let's interact with each other. Okay, so we have been working on this, right? The 5-point manifestation process, the goal setting, visualization, meditation, identifying the limiting beliefs. So we came across all these 4 things in the last 5 days of this week. So let's understand about the final step today, the gratitude, acceptance, and surrender. Every day in our during our meditation practice, Suchandra sir was saying this line, right? Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Any idea what this statement meant and why gratitude is in the highest state? Why are we expressing gratitude every day? What happens? What changes it will bring in us when we are in the state of gratitude? Just say something, I mean, in the chat. Yeah, means we have already received it. So generally, when do we express gratitude? Whenever we feel happy, whenever we get something that we are looking for it, whenever someone helped us so much that we, out of overwhelming happiness, we want to express them the gratitude. So generally, if we observe, so when we are in the state of happiness, we generally express this thing, right? Gratitude. We say thanks heartfully. So now what we are doing here is in this 5-step process, we say gratitude for the things that we already that we are wishing for. So that means we are communicating with this infinite intelligence that I have already received it. I already got into that state. So you are trying to reprogram yourself into that state. You are trying to create those feelings well before the actual event is happening. A strong magnetic field you are generating. So this field goes out, and then we already have the thoughts in the form of visualization. So this electrical field and then the strong magnetic field, they together form an electromagnetic signature, and it goes out and it tangle with the events and situations which are vibrating with the similar electromagnetic frequency, and it bring back into your life. Just like the way how your TV antenna works. There are millions of frequencies out there in the space, millions of TV channels frequencies. But at a time you are able to see only one channel. How is it? The frequency of your antenna, when it matches to the one that is out over there, it draws that signal, and you will be able to see it in the form of in your television. In a similar way, there are millions of frequencies, millions of vibrations out over there. When your vibration matches to the one that is out over there, that particular event will be attracted into your life, whether it's a positive one or negative one. Obviously, from the last 1 week, we are trying to reprogram ourselves to tune in ourselves into that electromagnetic frequency of our goal. So we are creating a perfect electromagnetic wave, electrical wave, and a magnetic wave. Electrical wave in the form of your thoughts, and magnetic wave in the form of your feelings. And gratitude, surrender, and acceptance are these beautiful things which help you create that strong magnetic wave. So once you make your wish, you surrender to this higher intelligence. So that's the reason we don't encourage to put any time frame also. Suppose if you say that by 2023, I am getting into a perfect body shape, I'm fitting into all my beautiful clothes, or I'm doing that marathon, or I'm able to do all my activities freely. So what if I ask another question? Do you still feel happy when that event happens in the next 1 month? Why do you want to wait till 2023? When the answer is yes, so then why do we have to put the time frame? So that we will leave it to this infinite intelligence. We surrender. We make our wish, and then we surrender. We work on identifying the limiting beliefs and reprogramming them, and rest we surrender. We express gratitude as if we have already been into that state. Already that situation has actually manifested into our reality. And then accept whatever comes. Hope you are reading everyday's newsletters, and yes, we'll brush up all these things in today's newsletter as well. So this is the 5th step: gratitude, acceptance, and surrender. So today what we will do, we will play this manifestation track. So the flow goes in a similar way. It starts with heart elevation, and then continue with our Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, and then we will be asked to visualize. There is this extra step today. You will be asked to visualize your goal, whatever you have written. You will be asked to visualize as if you have already overcome your limiting beliefs. So yesterday I was telling, right? Suppose I was looking for something, and my mind is absolutely not believing that I can do this, and you identify that one person in your friends or relative circle who are from your similar background but still went through, but still succeeded. So you visualize all these things. By the end of the visualization track, the goal is I should be able to feel that this event has actually happened, that I'm living this event right now. Okay, and then we will end the track with gratitude. Clear? Okay, so let's get into our practice. Get into a comfortable posture. Close your eyes, cross your legs, Clasp your fingers into fingers. You can remove your specs or smartwatches if you have any. So making an intention that I'll be with myself for the next 45 to 50 minutes. Okay. Close your eyes. Start observing your normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. Okay, let's start.
The nature of the universe is to bring coherence and order among all things and everybody, whether love energy, whether gratitude energy. Deep inside, we're all connected as one. We are specks of energy, intricately connected with each other, dear friends. Can you feel the love energy inside your beautiful heart? Can you radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth? Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Can you feel that one heart, the one life, and become one with everybody? With that love, with that gratitude. Feel. Friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap. With your eyes closed, specs removed, observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath, dear friends. We observe our gentle in breath and the out breath for the whole duration. No forceful inhalation, no forceful exhalation. Just observe your natural breath. Be with your breath. Become one with the in breath and the out breath, dear friends. We all have thoughts. When we recognize we are thinking, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Our initial goal of this meditation is to empty your mind of all thoughts and slowly we merge into that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field, our divine self. Be with your breath. As we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. Allow yourself to become one with the in breath and the out breath. Allow yourself to become lighter and shallow with your in breath and the out breath. Be with your breath. Become one with that in breath and the warm out breath. Allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. And as your mind is becoming empty, can you feel any sensations in your body? Just observe every feeling, every sensation as a witness. As you become one with the breath, dear friends, dear masters, be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into that in breath, the out breath, and allow yourself to totally become empty of all thoughts in your mind. And as your mind is empty, can you find that emptiness inside your body? Can you feel that emptiness all around your body? Allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. Can you find that emptiness inside you, all around you, in every part of your room, where there is no body, where there is no thing? As you merge into your breath, can you feel that emptiness? Inside you, all around you, occupying your room. Become aware of the infinite depth of that emptiness, going deep inside you, spreading far and wide around you. As you're becoming one with your breath, become aware of that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, where there's no one, and no place and no time. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. In the quantum field of infinite possibilities and unlimited opportunities, everything that we have ever experienced or will experience is here. As energy waiting to happen into a physical reality. yourself to stay connected with an energy field as no body, as no thing. We are tiny matter, all energy. Allow yourself to go beyond your body, way beyond your life. And stay aware of that emptiness, of that energy, as no body, as no thing. The longer we stay in this field, the more we become of it, the more possibilities we receive into our lives, dear friends. Deeper and deeper. Friends, it's time to step into a future. It's time to create that new future. Come on. I want you to affirm your goal, whatever that you always wanted to become. Can you affirm it with that heightened feeling and emotion? Come on, feel, and then affirm it into this universe and let this universe know that it is important for you. Come on, feel that new you. And then at this time, can you affirm your empowering beliefs one by one? You're no longer limited by your old self. Can you affirm with heightened emotion of your empowering beliefs one by one? Remember, our thoughts create, thoughts send the signal out, the feelings draw the event back into our life. I want you to feel every bit of this creation. At this time, I want you to walk into your new future. I want you to dream. I want you to imagine that new you as if that goal has happened in your life. With heightened feeling and emotion. Come on, dear friends. Feel that new life as if that goal has happened for you. How does it feel to be in this life? Do you have a new body? Come on, feel it. Experience that body. Did you want to do that run? Do it now. Did you want to do the trek? Now is the time, dear friends. Remember, there is no limit to what you want to have. This is an unlimited intelligence and feel of all possibilities. Who are you with in this new life? What are the people telling you and how do you feel? Come on, feel that love of the people. Are you traveling? Come on, experience that place. Experience the culture of the people. Experience their warmth, their love, their compassion towards you. Come on, feel the joy. I want you to feel in every part of your body. Remember, this is your life. You are totally free in experiencing whatever. How are you taking decisions in this new life? What are people? How are people applauding you? How is your work being recognized? Come on, feel that pat on your back. What are your families telling you? Feel their warmth. Feel their appreciation. Come on, have the joy in you. The stronger your feeling, the stronger emotion, dear friends, the stronger your electromagnetic signature into that quantum field. Come on, feel the love, that gratitude, compassion, appreciation, joy in every part of your body. Experience each and every part of this creation. Remember, whatever you wish, whatever you experience with emotion must happen in your physical reality. That is the law. Let there be no doubt. Let there be no uncertainty. feel those emotions of your new future, the love, the joy, that gratitude, compassion, every bit of it, dear friends. In this new life, how are people benefiting from you? How are you helping them? How do you feel? Come on, feel that emotion. Feel your compassion, that kindness towards others, towards the animals, towards the nature, dear friends. I want you to become one with it. Feel it. Love it. Experience it. Connect with it. Enjoy it. This is your future. The more feeling, the more emotion that you can experience it with, the stronger you're signaling the universe to manifest in your reality. Relax yourself. Relax yourself, dear friends. Feel that emotion inside you, all around you. Just relax your body. Observe your breath, that in-breath and the out-breath. And I want us to enter this future into this intelligent field. For the universe, for this field knows the best. For the right time and place to manifest into a physical reality. Relax and let these energies soak into your body. Let the universe organize this new future in a way that is best for yourself. Surrender. Whatever we emotionally embrace must manifest into our physical life. That is the law. Relax yourself and surrender. Observe your in-breath and find that emptiness. And slowly drift away into that emptiness of infinity. As you surrender this new future to an intelligent body and this intelligent universe. As you relax, recollect your experience from the session. How did you feel? Who have you become? What did you experience? And whenever you are ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then open your eyes.
Okay. Hope you had a good meditation, dear friends there. For those of you who has done this little longer version, how long is the meditation today?
48, 48 minutes.
Okay. This is a bit of what we call dreaming. End of meditation, end of Ana-Pana-Sati in an empty state. When in an empty state, when we are putting our thoughts and feelings out, then it is God's no resistance. No resistance in the field from our side. Our mind is at that point empty, so there's no resistance on our side. Either disbelief or in a negative thought, subconsciously it is there. So all of that won't be there, and so it is powerful to have this go as far as the thoughts which are nothing but electromagnetic natures that can go. And so we combine a little bit of visualization technique, visualization process, along with an Ana-Pana-Sati. The same visualization one can do, say, some other time. We are very relaxed, you don't have time for full meditation, but you can visualize about it and go in a couple of minutes, relax yourself, and then visualize and dream. Now you do this a couple of times, and then leave it. Let go and surrender, so leave it. It's like we dream and we leave, we dream and we leave. And so then the consciousness is going to do its bit in having this reach out to the right targets, reach out to the right experience to be condensed into physicality. We must experiment. Small things to big things. Initially, we have try small things. Richard Bach thought of seeing a feather, and then or lunch or dinner, he sees a bird feather falling through outside the window. I thought, okay, thoughts create reality, let me try. People are observing on a property, resolving a property issue, resolving a health issue, gaining some growth. Some people want to know more about themselves. They want to do astral travel. They put their attention imagining. Basically, where you put our attention is where the energy is flowing. So whatever that we dream about, think about more, is where we go into with a lot of feeling, with real interest. That's the key. Real interest is the key. So let's listen into some senior leaders, business leaders today. Karthik has joined.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Karthik.
Hi, Chandra sir. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. Again, another wonderful session today. And very good reminder, like where your attention flows, your energy goes. So it's very important for us to think about, having positive thoughts and working on it. A little bit about myself. I'm based in US, Seattle.
Yes, wonderful. Great to have you, Karthik, back again. Taking this on a Friday night. This is Friday night for you, right? Yes, Friday night. First thing that comes is, okay, Fridays, I must go somewhere. I have this party, I have this. But then taking it on Friday night, for many of you, of course, from the US, and then you, Karthik, joining at short notice, thank you. Let's have Nagapradeep introduce you.
Right. So friends, we have a senior leader with us today to share his experience. So Karthik is a senior vice president of a supply chain at a fast growing e-commerce company. He is based in Seattle, USA. He was introduced to Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation in January 21 when he attended a 40-day session. Since then, he has been regularly practicing Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation and has attended several sessions conducted by Chandra sir and other masters. Through these sessions, he has learned a lot and has experienced calmness, clarity of purpose, and success. He is grateful to Patriji, Chandra sir, and team's guidance at these meditation sessions. Thank you, Karthik, for taking out your time and being with us today. Yeah, over to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here on this session. Really enjoyed this today's session before. Wonderful, wonderful session. Like Pradeep mentioned, I've been practicing for a year and I'm seeing a lot of benefits, helping me stay healthy, having good, clean thoughts, being able to overcome any challenges in life, which happen, small things or even larger things. So overall, it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. And I really want to share this with one and all, even more people. So towards that, I want to share a very exciting news. As you're probably aware, Chandra sir is right now on a UK tour. After UK, he's going to come over to the US. And we are very excited to host Chandra sir in multiple cities in the US. It'll be great if many of you on this session can share this information with your friends and family who are in the US and encourage them to attend this session in person if possible. We are at least starting in the East Coast, working to Midwest, and then to the West Coast in the US, many cities. And I will request Koti kindly, if it's possible, to share the flyer either on the screen or in the chat so that people can get idea of all the different places where Chandra sir is going to be in the US. So I highly encourage each of you to please take advantage, come and spend some time with Chandra sir in any of those cities or in multiple cities. We have two events which are a 2-day workshop. One is in Chicago and the other one is in Los Angeles. These are 2 full-day workshop, and it'll be wonderful time to sit in and learn more and also participate in meeting other masters in person. I'm going to do that personally. I'm going to fly from Seattle all the way to Chicago. It's about 4 hours flight for me, but I cannot wait. I want to go there, meet Chandra sir, meet other masters, spend time with them, and really enjoy this wonderful occasion. So that's what I wanted to share today. Please do share about this upcoming US visit from Chandra sir and Mani ma'am, and look forward to seeing many of you in person over time. Thank you.
We need to listen to your experience fully.
Sorry, sir?
Your experience. We need to listen to your experience.
Yeah, I shared before a little earlier too, but one of the things I learned from not just today, but in the past, sessions is it's been, life will have ups and downs, but like Chandra sir just earlier mentioned, where your energy goes, where your thoughts go, energy flows. So that's a very important one. And I'll give you one example for my personal self. I had a very, very tough discussion with what I thought was a tough discussion with my boss, but it actually turned out to be a very positive one. My normal reaction would be, oh gosh, this is a very tough discussion, how it will happen, stress, all of that stuff. Instead, I took the time to really go in and think about, like, why is this? I feel there is some push or negative thought from my end. How can I think from the perspective of the other person, in this case, my boss? How can I work towards, showing that compassion and kindness towards them? So as I thought about it, I did a little bit of art elevation before that meeting and went into that meeting. And it was really wonderful. It gave me a chance to understand a little bit more about their perspective, and also step back and also be able to calmly, not be reactive, but able to proactively explain about my perspective. And the wonders was it really helped me connect with my manager, and we left with a very, very positive outlook as a next step. Just one small example of what is there. And like Pradeep had introduced about my journey, I've been practicing for a little over a year now, and I've really enjoyed Ana-Pana-Sati and Chandra sir and other master sessions, where it's helped me learn a little bit more about life in general, and really and then educate myself first, and also help others learn a little bit more about it. My family is also actively participating. My wife actively participates as part of PSSM movement. And now my daughter, she's also been part of an earlier 40-day session, Chandra sir session, a couple of months ago. She practices regularly, and she wants to actually start teaching more regularly to our group set of teenagers. So we just started there a few months ago. My wife is kind of hosting it, but very soon the idea is to have my daughter Aditi be able to conduct to and explain to her peers and share our own life learnings as she continues this journey. And over time, and encourage kids to be regular mindfulness masters, and also proponents of that in schools and other walks of life. So that's been our journey. We are very, very thrilled and happy to be part of the Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation family. Thank you.
Okay. What's you've been practicing for some time now? Can I have spotlight, Karthik? Okay. Now, I have a few questions.
Sure.
What's meditation for you in dealing with family?
It's a very good question. In the past, if I see something my wife has not done, or my kids are shouting or practicing, I would get upset with them. And that is just from my perspective. I would say, hey, can you calm down? Why is this not done? Now, through mindfulness, what I've realized is, hey, why would I not look at from their perspective? What is my expectation? I don't want to suppress my expectation, but same time, I also understand their perspective. So as a result, one of the things which has happened is, for example, if something doesn't happen, I'm very quickly able to diffuse it and use more kinder words to encourage my wife or my kids to think about it very differently. The end outcome is we definitely see the change, but same time now it's a much more pleasurable, more thoughts and actions based in kindness and compassion. And that's what mindfulness has really helped me discover for myself.
That's great. Do you notice any change in energy levels, or health and energy? Anything that you noticed?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's again a wonderful question. I probably should have done a better job explaining. In the past, prior to many of these sessions, like about a year and a half ago, my energy levels were very low. I would be stressed out. I would feel like sleeping a lot, but I would not go to sleep. Restless mind, right? Now I feel more at ease. Even when there's a tough situation, I know I can take some time off, meditate, calm myself down, and look forward to the positiveness. And like the earlier Pradeep had mentioned, how we look internally into our heart and get our entire body, all our cells energized. That is something a lot of over time I've been spending time practicing to help myself calm myself and not worry about, oh, this will happen, that will happen, that limiting beliefs. Try to get that out and think more about enabling beliefs. Like, hey, what if this can happen? What if a positive thing can happen? And as a result of that, it's helped me build my energy up to the point I'm able to, people around me are saying, Karthik, what's going on? You seem to have a lot more, spring in the air. You're more energized, whether it's at work or at home. So that's been one of the very, very good outcomes out of meditation.
We are doing manifestation week this week, Karthik. Anything from that perspective? Is your manifestation default creation? Do you practice this deliberate creation that we do, like these visualizations? Different people have different choices, right? Do you practice that? And then anything
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I practice from time to time. I don't do it. I don't do manifestation on everyday basis. I try to do meditation on everyday basis. If I miss a day, I try to make up the next day by doing it 2 times in a day if I can. Sometimes I travel, it becomes a little hard to manage, but I try to meditate every day. But coming to manifestation, what I do is very similar to what we just discussed a little earlier. I definitely go back to either a recorded session or a live session for manifestation. Visualize that, and most important, I would share with this team here is we should feel for it. The feeling is very important. You should feel like it's already been accomplished, and then go back and just sit and feel that, and then let it go. You should just let it go at the end. And that's a very important thing. It comes out of practice. You don't get it on day one. I spent quite a few times, and sometimes I feel, oh, it's not happened, but you should not give up or lose hope. You just stick to your levels of whatever you want to manifest, and you should feel for it. Over time, it will happen.
Your service activities, how are you taking this to people?
That's a great,
great
question.
I know you heard your family, your wife is teaching. Shalini madam, how about yourself?
Yeah, that is the one place I need to work on to be able to come up and teach on a more regular basis. Instead, what I'm doing is helping spread the word around in the local community here in Seattle, USA. Talking to a lot of my friends, families, relatives, and spreading the word to come and attend one of these 40-day sessions and encourage them to get the same benefits like I've been getting. And that's why I'm excited to host you, sir, when you come here in person to Seattle, so people can meet and attend a session in person and get the same relief here. The other thing we are trying to do is to spread the word in the local community. We are trying to meet with the local mayor of the city and see if we can, work and provide this kind of, meditation and mindfulness service to people who need the local city also. So we're trying to spread the word locally in the community as well as to friends and family. The one thing I'm also working on is to see how we can take it more into corporate world. How can we get the HR team, HR leaders, and other managers think about mindfulness and how effective it is in a corporate setting? So those are the kind of outreaches we're doing to spread the word around into the community.
Please don't forget the activities that you're doing for Buddha CEO now, coordinating US-wide activities for the tour. So thank you so much for organizing across so many cities. And that itself is service by itself in first of all getting the team rallied together, and then in short notice planning an extensive tour like that, and meticulously providing support to all. So thank you for it. These are all the things that are going to enable one thing will lead to the another, and to the another and another. Right.
Thank you. It's our privilege to be part of this journey.
Yes. So Karthik has been helping Buddha CEO in leading the efforts there with, of course, rest of the team, Ramesh, Sheetal, and many more. And but we needed someone to provide the leadership. I'm very happy that you're getting this done. And I've made in physical visit to do these programs physically among the community, in meeting all masters, pyramid masters, Buddhasya members, and then many, many others that are there. And I think Koti has posted, so it's good to meet anybody who's there from US. It would be good to meet in one of the cities. And anytime I recommend the long multi-day programs, it just gets us practice that much more strong. After 2 days of back-to-back, basically 16, 17 hours of long meditations, plus some wisdom, it helps to cement the practice, strengthen the practice. That's something that I've done always. I've attended so many masters workshops in my journey. So many masters, multi-day programs. Sometimes 4 days, sometimes 2 days is very common. Every year, at least 2-3 of them I would do. And that's the way, especially people who are busy, can carve out the time to be part. Doesn't matter whether you're able to attend my workshop or not, but always take time. There are any number of spiritual masters doing programs in United States in every area. We just have to search for it, and you will see them anytime. Anything close to enabling ourselves, which empowers ourselves, not make us dependent on somebody, is right, is always right. And so we take on that. That's what we call spiritual science. Right? We take on any of these programs and then go and spend our time. Thank you, Karthik. Okay. It's been some time that we heard from Professor Jagadish, sir, who's been a staunch support in spearheading this cause of Buddhasya Foundation. In many ways, Jagadish has been, while former professor of IAM, and is continuing to teach in other colleges and institutes, but has also been the primary and one of the key reasons of getting the beautiful book called Patriji Answers that was happened over a period of sessions of something called Enlightenment Hour with Patriji. Now, I know many, many people that I meet when I go and meet, they're referring to this book, they're talking about this book. They want to read the book because so much of simple wisdom is there flowing in that. And so Jagadish has been there in now helping do another book and then more in future. So let's listen to Jagdish's experiences. Sir, your experience.
Thank you very much. Actually, just to inform you, the second book is almost coming through well, and it contains a lot more deeper information of his wisdom. And hopefully, it's going through iterations. Okay, second iteration is already through, and it probably will go to 2 more iterations before that will also be ready for you publication. I don't have to say about meditation because I've been always saying that it's been great. I don't know how things do, say, synchronicity or whatever, say, accident or whatever you say, how I got into Buddha's yoga. It's amazing because I have been a meditator earlier, sometimes not so consistently because of my travel, because of my commitments, and so on and so forth. And COVID had to happen. And because of that, I had to get into in fact, after 70, I learned how to swim. And every 6 o'clock in the morning, I'd go away for swimming. And thanks to COVID, that stopped. And once that stopped, I got this into program at 6 o'clock. And you see how these things happen. And I got it a beautiful. Initially, I was a little reluctant, hesitant. Am I part of the group? Do I belong? Even now, sometimes I get a little doubt of do I belong here or not. So coming to specifically my experience and why I just love this company and great benefit from this is as follows. We've been talking about belief, right? There is a saying that belief is the biggest obstacle to faith. So when they say belief is the biggest obstacle to faith, I wondered, what is faith? Faith is also a belief, is it? Are we playing along with words? It's a semantic question. But then, the way beliefs have been listed, mostly as limiting beliefs, I found. And limiting beliefs is what would be, probably that's what we talk about as obstacle. So faith is a kind of belief where it gives you confidence. Confidence, not just yourself, confidence in the world. And I think one of the greatest benefits I've had, and particularly further, let us say, established through the Buddha's yoga participation is confidence in life, confidence in other people. I've been a reader of spiritual books also, but thanks to Buddha's yoga, I've been further motivated to read more books, some of them which I have already read them again, and getting a lot of kind of confidence in that the oneness of the world, the universality of things, and so on and so forth. Okay, so when you say this, again coming back to the question of belief and the faith, and faith being this confidence, etc., there are certain beliefs which are apparently not limiting, but subconsciously they are limiting. These are some of the should do's, mostly from a moral code, which appears to you that it's very good. Eric Fromm called them ethics of authority. They sound very ethical. We are supposed to behave a certain way. A new daughter-in-law has to behave in a certain way. A husband has to provide something. A wife has, these are kind of a moral code. This is based on social norms. And Eric Fromm calls it ethics of authority. So these ethics of authority can also become a limiting belief. So one of the things that has happened to me as we go through this, because these are kind of clarities, because I can't help but being a thinker. You say thinking is not bad. This contemplation all the time. So what has happened is this kind of clarity I've been receiving for myself. So if you're asking what have I been manifesting, honestly, I cannot, what shall I say, itemize that benefit. I stopped itemizing it long ago, because there is that benefit. The biggest benefit I have got from this, to be able to be, the being aspect of it. Now we talk about manifestation, we talk about creating problems, solving problems, right? But as Eric Tolle says, just look at if you are at the moment. Look right now, think about it. Do I have a problem right now? Do I have a problem right now? If you think about it, no, right? So just imagine, keep being present every moment of the time. There's no problem. And so where's the question of thinking about problems, thinking about etc. Being now, and that is what this does. So this manifestation that we talk about happens to me all the time, very unconsciously. I don't have to do that because it's happening. and you have no idea the kind of benefit that I have written. First of all, the energy that I have. Many of my colleagues, I'm sorry to say this, so they all say let's take it easy, take life easy. Yeah, I've always been taking life easy. I've been a very lazy person, but that doesn't have stopped me from being active. You know, Chandra sir, that actually I think I had already informed. We should have been in the US by the time by now, and probably running around with you also sometime. But suddenly, after we decided last month, April middle, I wanted to leave, I realized that I had commitments. My last commitment ended just this Tuesday. And so the whole thing got postponed. I don't know whether we're going to make it at all now. So this kind of a thing, and I'm enjoying every bit of it. I can go on, keep elaborating what benefit. In fact, my off late, my diary, which I always keep and usually contemplate, is full of several pages of what kind of experience I've had. During meditation, my experiences have been like, I told you don't itemize. I'm just not there. Most of them. I'm not just there means I can hear the music, I can hear some instruction really going on, but I'm just there. I don't know what's happening. And when at the end of it, you say, yes, it's over, please get to bed, I realize I'm there. And it takes me some time to be there. I don't know what else can I do. It's given a lot of opportunities and insight. In fact, even in teaching, the inspirations I get through this group, through meditation, through the concepts of the agreements, through the concepts of Ranga's books and so on and so forth, I've been able to use them, blend them in the way I teach. And I've had received good feedback from students about my being able to blend philosophy with my teaching. My teaching styles have also helped you. Thank you very much. If any questions, I don't mind asking, but I'm answering. Otherwise, that's what I want to say now.
Thank you, Jagdish, for sharing those tips or things that are happening. And I know many of us are very act of losing ourselves in meditation is doing wonders. First of all, it is very blissful in that moment. And the journey is always important, not that both are, this is what journey is important means. We enjoy every moment. We love our meditation. We are done with our meditation. We are done. Something going to happen, future will happen, not happen. We're not attached to the result. This is where we get to. Initially, we are counting. Okay, we've done today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Okay, 2 weeks are over, 3 weeks are over. When is it going to happen? Using meditation as a tool. But over a period of time, we're sleeping because we're sleeping. We don't expect and say, oh, no, today there's going to be extra sleep, extra energy. We don't think that way. So meditation will become a part of our life because meditation is healing. We naturally know, instinctively know that it's healing all 5 bodies. Sleep is giving physical body rest. Meditation is giving rest and relaxation and healing and rejuvenation of all bodies, including your intellect. All the limitations are found because of the intellect. Intellect has limitations that are based on our past experiences. So they are there. And with meditation, it is helping us learn more. It is clearing many limited beliefs that are there. And then many times it is helping us relive the past limited memories or experiences. And so then we come out of them. And in many ways, it is helping us learn, absorb things from others. And so then we can do them from learning to doing to being. So always, meditation is helping clear the intellect. If the intellect clears, the thoughts are clear, so the body is good. And then experience are good. So thank you for all that you're doing. This Patriji Answers book, I've got this copy. And I travel with this now and then. I've been handing over some copies to people. And if any of you knew and they're not have it, this book, Patriji Answers, available. Just I know this batch hasn't had the opportunity to directly interact with Patriji yet. Hopefully we'll do it sometime. Was doing less of this these days. But I wanted to read one page, right? In this, simple. Should we surrender to our gurus? there's a question. And he straight out says this question itself is not valid. In India, surrender has become an often repeated spiritual word. Surrender yourself to your guru. No, there's no guru. There's no concept of surrender to guru. In PSM, there's no guru. No, in PSM, everybody is independent, and there's no surrender to anything or to anybody. Whatever we want, we understand that through our concentration, our focus, and on that particular thing, things are happening. And meditation is our guru. I loved this simple wisdom from Patriji because it purely put us as the gurus, it empowers us to be the masters of ourselves. And meditation, your breath. Meditation is your guru, your breath is your guru. We hold on to it. Of course, we share. We inspire each other. We inspire each other, we share. But everything ultimately boils down to our own practice. And the practice is starting with Ana-Pana-Sati. Because meditation is, we are saying we know ourselves. In meditation, we are not looking for small benefit. Manifestation is a great way to get into it, to get our thoughts focused on to something we want. And the something we want will continue to change. But we know that whatever we want is towards our happiness. And if we get happy, we have better vibrations, so people around us become happy. And so we do it. But the end goal of why we are doing all of this is not to solve that little health problem, not to solve this little salary problem. That would be still holding on to the tail of the elephant. The end goal is to recognize that you are this endless, infinite possibility field, or you are this consciousness, and then you experience it more. And so then you are permanently become like the most powerful leader that it can be there in every field of the world. Because the consciousness is everything. It's got all possibilities in it. Right? Who are the most inspired people in the world in any area, you become all of them because you are that, become that consciousness. So there isn't anything that is outside of us. So we feel that I can achieve, I can access, I can experience. And from achievement to become experience over a period of time. So manifestation has to be understood rightly. And a lot of times we hear, you're teaching, you people are still going after more material things. Go on, experience, right? We all want experience. We don't experience them. But then don't stop there. Because I got my promotion, don't stop there. Go further. Because that's a very limiting experience that we're seeking. But we must have it. We must have it to believe that it is there. And then go further, because the whole concept of meditation is to become and then live that consciousness, become that way. That's why Patriji is so particular. There's no guru concept. It's all meditation. Guru means then we start now then thinking that everything will come there. Then we stop having our own practice. Of course, we take inspiration. So thank you very much, this for a beautiful book, and we need to have a book too. And I come back to this again and say, the most profound common sense wisdom, simple common sense wisdom is there in it. And then definitely some places it challenges us to look at and say, hey, what am I doing? To one question he answers, how do we progress in life? To be happy and progress. And of the 3-4 things he talks about, he says, be always prepared for your departure and be always prepared for others' departures around you. Very unconventional. Be prepared for your departure, be prepared for others' departure. That means be ready to accept that is happening for you and for everybody else around. Because ultimately that's what is holding us back in experiencing many things. So we are coming to the end of Manifestation Week, friends. And we will, as always, Sundays do long meditations to completely lose ourselves, absorb into this intelligent field. And then Monday onwards, we'll start the next part of our program around building relationships, around multiplying our experiences. Relationships multiply our experience. If I do this much, if I have 10 people with me, then I can experience that, because the combinations are different, right? So you experience many more. That's how you want to look at it. That's what this whole teamwork is about in offices. That's what is about a group of people coming together to create more things, bigger things in businesses. 2 + 2 must become 20, not 3 or 4. And the next week is about understanding this psychology. It's psychology, emotional intelligence. We want to understand this, how meditation enables an increase in emotional intelligence significantly for each of us. And so it becomes a natural process to partner with other people. It becomes a natural process to see others as friends. Ultimately, meditation is leading to friendships with everybody. A relationship that is there based on friendship is solid and strong. A friendship that does not expect, and friendship that always allows the other to be what they want to be. It is allowing others to experience what they want and does not expect in return. And so meditation is giving that natural ability to make friends with everybody, and it's part of emotional intelligence. So learn this next week and then continue to listen to experiences. Thank you very much. Nanaji garu, yes, you raise your hand.
Thank you, sir. Very excellent meditation today. I want to share one thing just quickly. The concept just now, sir, you told me regarding the Patri sir has told regarding the there is no guru concept, there is no surrender concept. When I was doing my diploma, at that time I was very seriously looking into this Shirdi Sai, reading Satcharitra and surrenderness to Guru, this concept. One day I have visited my uncle's place in a nearby village. I read Satyasai book, Ana-Pana-Sati, the book. Still now it is there. When I opened this book, Satyasai quotes will be there. Satyasai is saying that I am not the Guru. Your breath is your Guru. In Telugu, what he said, Ni swase ni Guru, he said. I was really shocked. How come? But that time I am not doing any meditation. I don't know any concept of meditation also. How come Satyasai says that your breath is your Guru? I don't understand also that. But I was against to that. At that time, how come Shirdi Sai is there and he himself is a Guru, and he's saying that I'm not the Guru and the breath is your Guru. So I was now after many years, after I came into the PSSM organization, I started meditation. That recollected me. Oh, it is whatever Guru, whatever actually the Guru means. He never say that you surrender me, you do puja to me, you do worship me. Nobody will say that. We think that okay, we have to do puja daily, we have to do this one, that one, but their concept is not like that. Even Satyasai organization, everyone do the pujas and all, but what he says is meditation is the main concept actually. And he himself told that point, that I just want to breath is your Guru. You నీ శ్వాసనే నువ్వు విశ్వసించు, నీ శ్వాసే నీ గురువు అని చెప్పి he has told. That's a wonderful concept. It is there already. And Patri sir, he said it really eye-opener to everyone. We have to hold our breath and do meditation regularly. That's it. Yourself is a guru. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks for giving opportunity just to speak this word. Just to thank you.
That's great. Yes. Satya Sai Baba is a great master, great spiritual master. And I remember biggest human service, Nishkama Karma. Human service was a hallmark. Meditation was there, but of course, people, anyways, make them into figures, and then it goes into bhajans and all that. But it was there to gain peace of mind. But then he had this deep spiritual, he's a major spiritual scientist. It was covered by the PSSM magazines regularly. There was articles, and then because he had this deep spiritual understanding, and the spiritual science is what he was talking about. Wonderful. Thank you, Dhyana Jagath. So thank you, dear friends. So we'll see you all tomorrow at 6 a.m. And we have Karthik and Jagdish are here. If you'd like to ask them any questions in a couple of minutes, you can ask them questions about their practice and things that they're doing. Thank you.
Call the healing power up from my feet. I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Up from my feet, I know that I am here. I am here. In through my hands, I call the healing power. In through my
Yes. Anybody would like to share?
Sir, I can take a minute to share today's meditation experience.
Yes, please do.
So good today. By the time came to the manifestation track, I was visualizing that we are doing our sessions in my new company, and then my eyes became wet suddenly. Everything came to a standstill, and I just felt like no need to run anywhere, no need to go anywhere. This is the place, you are the vertex. I felt no appreciations needed. I felt no forgivings needed. Everything just melted away. I hardly grasped my words in order to introduce Karthik also. So much got into that state, even still it is there. Yeah.
Beautiful. We think I have to go somewhere to introduce this work. It starts exactly with what Pradeep has done. Just that visualization, how much we believe in this to introduce to our workplace. And it doesn't have to be 1,000 people, right? It can be even 5 people. If you have a 3-member team, 2-member team, just that much visualization, effortless, right? And we're sitting in a group session like this, and then you are visualizing about something that you want, because the primary experience is this. And having just that one sitting is sufficient to send a signal. If not all of them, even some of them receive the signal to respond in a way that then a meditation session can get organized. And a meditation does not get organized, it is respond for seeing a meditation pamphlet or email that they have received from the corporate to go and then attend. Thoughts create reality happens this way. And the reality can be different levels depending on how strong our thought process or feeling is, right? And what is an experience that you may be visualizing? Okay, so a lot of people coming, a lot of people attending, meditating, and perhaps not there that no, he is doing, they are listening to him, but now that way, right? So you're attending, listening, and they are feeling good, they are enjoying, they're spreading to their families. So this goes on, right? Just having that effortless visualization here for 10 minutes can do wonders. Easily influence people to go and take on meditation, and can, as you go on more, then a larger group can come together in a company to do meditations. So everything is absolutely possible, just with the simple act. Before we do physical, we do energy work. It's called energy work. When we think physical, we start doing physical work. Earlier I was saying, go on meditating more, then we become more that energy field. So we start acting energy. So first we put it out in the field as energy, where energy being doing human experience, physical experience. From physical being doing this greater miraculous experience, what we call to create things, then it becomes the other way. When energy being, you can construct a template of anything you want, and it becomes physical experience. So it's work that way. The more we are in it, the more we effortlessly create and experience it. Thank you, Pradeep, for bringing out a beautiful thing. You just joined a new company and then you're already dreaming. What is this company that's going to benefit here?
SAP Labs.
SAP Labs, okay. One of the top companies of the world. So they become it, and by the way, they have mindfulness communities, right?
Yeah.
In some ways, I think they're doing, they have courses to encourage quite a bit of mindfulness. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Rashika. Yes, madam.
Yes, Rashika, madam. That's great to.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Good morning to all. Actually, I'm very happy I've been part of this meditation session. And I have been continuously following, and I have been various experiences. I would like to share one of the experience that I had. I have a flat in Kerala, and for 1 year there were no tenants. And yesterday, day before yesterday, we got the good news that the tenant has agreed to shift a new tenant. And yesterday they paid the full advance. So after 1 year, because it has been my father was looking at this flat, and after he passed away, the old tenant, he also left. So for 1 year we were in Dubai, and it has not been going for 1 year. We were thinking why, and I didn't manifest, but I was thinking in my mind, yes, somebody will come and occupy. And I'm very happy in that way. The few more experiences is I've been very peaceful, I'm very calm, and few small things which I think it is all coming true. And I have a few questions to Jagdish sir. I'm a teacher by profession. So sir was telling about he incorporates his philosophy in his teaching. So I would like to have some tips from Jagdish sir.
What tip can I give you? So the point is, when I say incorporate philosophy, it is not a very conscious It's not that I don't prepare lecture. I say, look, this way I'm going to bring things like that. For example, say I teach about handling. I don't know, your concept systems theories are there. One of the things that I teach. Now, recently, for example, I was teaching a group of people who have to deal with government, what's called economic development of certain districts, etc. Now, when I talk to them about one is the procedure of doing it, the other to bringing out, for example, the concept of agreements. How do you get, so you have agreements as much as they have agreements. Okay, so how do you do that? You immerse yourself that and bring it to the surface. Or there's this concept of leadership. A leadership is not something who's going to command, right? So when you provide any academia, you can provide leadership. And how does this leadership is being a captain with a purpose, and everyone has a purpose. Living systems have a purpose, and you are also a purpose, and so on. You see, it comes out very naturally when it's not saying that I'm going to bring it out of this book or particular this philosophy, so on and so forth. If you don't mind, if I can add further what else. For instance, I've been curious for a long age. Became very curious about what am I, who am I, why am I, where am I, why am I is particularly most important kind of thing that is to happen. But at the same time, even as that was going on, why am I, etc., is a sort of analytic kind of reasoning. In parallel, I also learned how to surrender. Now, when I say please surrender, I see there's a big people say surrender is like being complacent, like you just not talked about guru. There's one of suddenly you do everything for me kind of a dependence. No, when I meant surrender, my surrender actually comes from my laziness. Let things happen. I don't want to work hard for it. But that surrendering helped me to do things. You won't believe it. The multitude of things from being a hardcore science student, very creative things like this to do, and from there to become actually a researcher in electronics, to becoming a project manager, to becoming an MBA, then later on, being a market researcher, and so on and so forth. These varied things I've been doing. How did this all happen? And ultimately, I found everything was to my good. I earned a good name, so on and so forth. So when I talk to them, and students are quite tensed up, right? What to do and what. By the way, many teachers may like it. I told them, whatever you are learning in class may be meaningless to you. Okay, what I teach in class, I tell them there are only contextual, they are structures which are helped to expand your mind. But what matters ultimately is what you think, how you think it, how you translate. Thinking on your feet is what matters a lot. If you can somehow convince the student, for example, when I'm teaching information system, right? Now, they are supposed to read something like that. Today's system in education does teach them. So first, I spend a few classes picking up some technical articles, teaching them to read it. Instead of teaching information system management, I teach them how to read first of all, then how to write. This is how it comes out. And probably because of my experience also. I met a large number. I meet kids of 20 years old. I have also met kids of 50-year-olds. My right officers, expand. And I have had the advantage of addressing ambassadors, UN officials. I also had a stint with World Bank. So all these things help. So there's no formula. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Thank you for making my day.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm also a physics teacher.
Oh, that's a wonderful subject. I love that. If somebody asked me at high school, people ask me to teach physics, I love it. Though I never taught physics in comedy.
So normally nowadays, after I started this meditation, normally how I used to incorporate in my classes, I used to say, focus. When you learn something, when you are here, be here. When you play. All these focusing, small tips I'm incorporating in my class to the students.
Ma'am, you're a physics teacher. Why do you want the things for inspiration? Physics is philosophy.
No, I do inspire the students. The students, but I thought maybe some other tips.
Physics, you are a teacher. Nothing is greater philosophical subject than physics.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, always I can have more and more learning from others. That's what.
Sure, that's
Yeah.
absolutely.
And thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Rasta madam. That's great. Directly introduce meditation to students.
Yeah, I told them last week, I said, before I come to the class, I want all of you to close your eyes and sit.
Okay.
I didn't say anything. I don't, because there are all type of people and Muslim country also. So I want all of you to close your eyes and sit.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit, close your eyes and observe the breath.
Yeah.
Don't give any names to it. Don't give any names to it. Just say observe.
No names, no names.
Watch your breath, observe the breath, see your eyes closed. That is sufficient. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, friends.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, what was it?
That's all, sir. I think. No.
Okay. Okay, friends. Thank you all. So I will see you tomorrow again. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
It's already here. I only need to claim it in through my hands. I know that I am here. I am here. Down from my head, I call the healing power. Down from my head, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Down from my head, I know that I am here. I am here. With my spirit and soul, I call the healing power. With my spirit and soul, I draw.
Aruna madam, are we seeing you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's quite a few things from me to talk to you. I went to Egypt from this PSSM with Venu, sir. It was a wonderful trip. There were 2 people from Atlanta. I had very good time there. And I'm also flying to Chicago to meet you, in addition to attending your class here in Atlanta. I booked my
wonderful.
tickets to Chicago.
That's great. That's
Thank you.
beautiful. Good to know this.
Yes.
Sure, we'll talk. Definitely, I'd like to know everything about your Egypt trip.
Yeah, meditating under Giza pyramids was it's a lifetime adventure. And whenever you say in the heartful elevation, the process just before the meditation, feel the adventures that you have made in your life. So I started feeling the Giza pyramids and getting into Giza pyramid and meditating in the king chambers and queen chamber was one of the unique experience that one can have. So it feels really great.
Sure, it does. That's great. So maybe we should share your experience one of the days. We'll set it. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, friends.